My name is Gabriel Esquivel. I've worked for the city about 4 years. As a mechanic, we work on anything as far as police equipment, police cars, patrol cars, city vehicles. It could be trucks, regular cars, and also lawnmowers for Parks Department, or as for dump trucks for street and bridge. I mean, there's a variety of different stuff. There could be sewer stuff, vacuum trucks, or as tractors, backhoes, motor graders. I mean, it's pretty much everything. Weed eaters, everything. Actually, I was a parts clerk, and then I applied for the mechanic job, and I had got it. So I got the job. So I mean, that's what I went to school for. If we have a problem, I mean, I like to figure out what's wrong with it. If it's something electrical, I mean, of course, we have to go through the pinpoint test and just something that like it's going to be hard to fix, but I mean, eventually we figured out what's wrong with it. I mean, that's what I like about my day. It's a little challenging, even though I went to school for just automotive and then working with diesels, so it's kind of like you're learning as you're fixing. So I mean, they're kind of like the basic concept, but it's a little different. So it is a little challenging to go from a police car to a tractor or a backhoe or something like that. I mean, it is challenging, but after you've done it so many times, like, you eventually start to learn the system. You start to know a little bit more about it. As much as if you worked on police cars, and all of a sudden you get like more backhoes coming in, you're starting to work on them more, you're starting to know a little bit more about it. So it kind of makes it a little bit easier for you because you're starting to work on it more. So it's very cool to work on those cars to me. Like, I've always grown up to be a mechanic. That's what I've always wanted to do, and then to also fix police cars as well as a little kid. So I mean, it's kind of cool. I like working on it, and to see all the equipment they have in it and the lights and all that. So it's pretty cool. Like, now these days, like, you have to reprogram computers inside your vehicle to get a problem fixed. It is an ongoing thing where computer technology is coming in a lot more than it was like 10 or 20 years ago. So it is a big deal for us, but we're learning and we're fixing them as we can go. I think people are surprised how young I am. I know I went to school for mechanics at UTI in Houston, Texas, and for how much knowledge that I know, and how young I am to like fix cars. Like, usually young guys are still learning as we go, but I'm pretty knowledgeable of what's going on or what to do. And from there, as far as computer technology too, I mean, I think like 1 or 2 guys know how to do it, but they always come to me because I always know how to do the computer side of it and reprogramming. So I mean, I have an advantage a little bit, but I like to help everybody out. So I lived in San Angelo my whole life. I've grown up and raised here, so like when I went to school over there, it was totally different from San Angelo, and I know it was a bigger city here, but I had to come back. I mean, I was born and raised here, and I like San Angelo here because I have a majority of my family here, and so I love to be where my family's at. I watch sports, and sometimes I work on the family car because, of course, I am a mechanic. So they'll call me up and ask me if they need my help, so I go help them out. So I'm either on my spare time working on the car, or or either I'm with my son and my wife, or just at home having family time. Go to the park, you know, do the family thing. Good day at work is when we got everything fixed, and I mean, everything comes in and out. But when we have everything pretty much fixed for the day, I mean, it's awesome. And like, if there's something that's challenged us from not getting something done, or if we're having a problem with, we actually got it done that day. So as a little kid, like I said, I wanted to be a mechanic, and that's what I set my goal to, is to be a mechanic. For the city also too, it's also great too that I got it with the city, because the experience with the city is, I mean, I'm learning everything. I know I went to school for just automotive, but that's what I've always wanted to do, is just work on cars or even diesels and all that. I mean, it's a challenge for me, but that's always what I've always wanted to do as I was a little kid. So